Welcome to the Golf Club. This is Sparring DK here, and this is the first course that I ever created. It is called DK Country Club. The first hole starts you off with a nice par 4, 453 yards. You can attempt to drive the bunkers with a driver, provided that you have the wind behind you. This will open up the second shot straight at the flag, hopefully coming in a little bit short as the green is a little bit flatter there, allowing you for a nice opportunity at a birdie on the first hole. The second hole is a par 396 yards. You tee off over the water. It's a very challenging hole. The tee shot needs to be absolutely perfect. Preferably you want to go over the back as the front of the green is very, very dangerous. And if you can get a birdie on this one, consider yourself lucky. You'll be lucky to get a par. The third hole is another par 4, 455 yards off the tee with the wind behind you. You can actually tee off out to the left-hand side, bring it back, and get a good approach shot on the green. You want to hit your tee shot probably a little bit short of the flag. This will allow a flatter surface of the green to allow you to try and get that birdie shot. Hole number 4 is our first par 5. It's 558 yards. From the tee, you go over the water, and up ahead you'll see a tree on the left and 2 bunkers. You want to avoid those at all costs, or it really will affect your second shot. Your second shot should approach the green probably a little bit short. There's a bunker lying just in front of the green, which will hopefully not cause you too many issues. And you want to be as pinpoint as possible because this green is quite undulated and it may be a bit tricky to get the putt that you're looking for. Hole number 5 is a par 4, 415 yards. Now off the tee, there's 2 bunkers off to the right-hand side. You should be able to drive them with about a 3-wood. You want to try and get right in between them. That will allow you to open up the second shot on an unconventional tee, unconventional green, should I say. You want to hit it close. Anything far away on this large green is going to put you in a lot of trouble. Hole number 6 is a par 4, 404 yards. Now off the tee you can hit a driver, but it is quite undulated. It's starting to get a little bit crazy here on our first designed course. The driver should drop you just short of the mound and allow you a nice 120-yard pitching wedge up to the green. Now the green in itself is you want to come short as close to the flag as possible. There's a lot of crazy ass stuff going on the green there. Be very, very careful. Hole number 7 is a par 3. It's 200 yards uphill. It's about an 80 or 90 foot rise, so you can probably hit your 3-iron there with a nice bit of wind behind you, but you actually want to hit as close to the flag or if not over the back. Anything short, you're going to roll back down the hill and really challenge yourself for par. Hole number 8 is a really raised tee. It is a par 5, 517 yards. Your first shot, you want to drive straight down in between the bunkers. If you do have the wind behind you, you can hit that small amount of fairway there on the right-hand side. Your second shot, providing you're not in the rough, needs to be off the fairway or you may not make it across the bridge in the water. And you want to approach the green, hopefully with a second, if not with the third shot, play it safe and hit obviously close to the flag. Some of these greens really will cause you trouble. The 9th hole is definitely a tricky one, especially with the amount of wind. If you get a crosswind, it is absolutely dangerous. There's a bunker on the left, water on the right. Sometimes you're better off playing up short. If not, try and get it to the left-hand side as possible. But then you have a tree in the way. You want to get around that tree. This is only a par 4, of course, and you want to hit the green, which is not the easiest thing. It sort of slopes away left and right. There's a couple of squirrels that may cause you an issue as well. Moving on to the 10th hole, it's a par 4, 484 yards. This one's pretty straightforward. You want to knock it straight down the fairway off the tee box and try and avoid the bunkers at all costs to set yourself up for a second shot. There's a bit of water on the right that you'll need to worry about if you do have wind, but you should be able to approach the green quite comfortably. As once again, you want to try and get fairly close to the pin. There is some dangerous slopes. Hole number 11 is a par 4, 441 yards. Now, if you have the wind and a driver, you can drive across the water and hit the fairway on the other side, but it's very dangerous. Make sure you really check that wind out. Then your second shot, you want to hit sort of to the front left of the green. This will allow it to roll around and hopefully catch the flag. The 12th hole is a par 5, 555 yards off the tee. You should be able to avoid these bunkers in the middle of the fairway, providing that you allow for the wind, of course, and allow yourself a decent approach shot with your second shot. You should be able to hit a 3-wood and possibly hit the green if you do have the wind behind you. What you want to do here, there's a big mound on the left-hand side. If you can catch the front of the green, get the roll off that mound, you should be able to bring it around the flag and possibly get a birdie opportunity. Hole number 13 is a short par 3, 182 yards. Tee off straight across the water. Really take the wind into account, but it's a very straightforward hole. You probably want to go a little bit short. Anything over the back is going to roll away and set yourself up for a nice birdie opportunity. The 14th is a par 4, 414 yards. Now you should be able to take on this dogleg right with a driver and get as far up the fairway as possible, because the second shot is the most important shot on this hole. There is a very, very dangerous green here with a tabletop sort of very narrow area on the green to try and approach. Anything short of that's going to roll away, and it's going to be very tough to get up there and make your par. Hole number 15 is a par 4, 388 yards. It's fairly straight, fairly simple. Just knock it straight up the fairway and set yourself up for a good approach shot. Where you may come into trouble on this hole is on the green. There's a slight bit of undulation on the right-hand side. The pin's not sitting in a very nice area at all, so you want to hit as close as possible, allowing for a decent putt. Hole number 16 is a par 5, 597 yards. Now you're going to hit a sand wedge off the tee, play it up short on the water. If you hit the rough, you're in trouble. You need to hit the fairway off the tee. Then you'll punch a 3-wood right up the fairway, trying to avoid the bunkers. It's a very narrow fairway. A very dangerous hole is the 16th. Your third shot, well, you'd think it would get easier, but it doesn't. You need to be pinpoint. Check the wind, check your stroke, and try and hit it preferably probably to the left-hand side of the pin, as there's a nasty roll on the right-hand side. Set yourself up for a safe putt. The 17th is a par 4, 421 yards. Fairly simple, this one. Nice wide open fairway, straight down the middle. Make sure you allow for wind and don't hit any of these bunkers in the middle of the fairway. Your second shot, you want to try and approach the green safely, of course, as this is quite a dangerous course coming home. It's quite undulated, the green. You probably want to hit it just a little bit short on the right-hand side, allowing for a nice putt for par. The final hole is the 18th. It's a par 3, 188 yards. Tee off over the water, and the green is actually quite quick, so you probably want to try and drop it a little bit short if possible to allow yourself for a birdie opportunity. If you roll off the back, it's going to go straight down to the bunker and leave you a tough ask. So that's the DK Country Club. If you have the golf club, make sure you go out, look for this course, have a red hot crack at it, and let me know how you go. Let me know in the comments what you think of the course, and we'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.